to our viewers, my name is Jessica Norton, and this is World Update News. We are interrupting our program for these breaking news. Only 2 hours ago, one of our home planets has been facing a large and unexpected attack, which appears to have been carried out by the extremely enormous Empire. Several enemy ships have been sighted in Exolia orbit and attempted to enter atmosphere. However, the FPU Exolia Territorial Defense Regiment responded quickly and were able to stop at least those large military vessels, which are known as the EEE Goliath-class corvettes. Also, several heavy detonations have been reported directly around the Exolia Administration Office in Red Palm Bay, Exolia's capital. Shortly afterwards, citizens witnessed a drone attack with EE Hunter drones. As you can see, they have targeted both civilian unarmed structures and citizens themselves. FPU forces have responded by dispatching several Aquila light corvettes to shoot down these attacking drones. I'd say these are shocking news for the FPU, since this attack has come without any previous statements by the extremely enormous empire. Of course, there has definitely been very intense political friction between both FPU and EE within the last weeks. Some say the greatest tension since the war 20 years ago. Within the last 2 weeks, several single Goliath corvettes were sighted around Exolia as well. However, they were suspected to have had navigational errors. The way it looks now, it becomes more likely that they were spying for targets. However, there has not been any official statement about this by the FPU government yet. FPU Prime Minister Ridian Varaksha has addressed the population in a speech within the FPU Parliament, which had assembled in a special parliamentary session, where he stated that the EEE has now crossed a line that cannot and will not be ignored, and furthermore that if the EEE continues its aggression, the FPU, quote, will hit back harder than they ever expected. As you can see here, the shields around Lumina City have been activated, even though there have been no attacks on Salino reported yet. Red Palm Bay on Exolia did not have these shields equipped yet and has suffered some damage, despite the efforts of the FPU defense forces. As you can see here, the attacks have left several marks, several civilian structures and ships are damaged. Luckily, according to the FPU government, the FPU defense forces have been able to completely stop the planet-side drone attacks on civilian structures, as well as they have also repelled the first wave of Goliath-class corvettes in orbit. They however do expect this to be only the beginning and that there will be more waves to come. Exolia airspace and orbit have been closed down until further notice by the FPU defense forces. So far for the attacks on Exolia and Red Palm Bay, we now have an eyewitness who have been attacked on another place on Exolia, which is known as Zephyrus Island, where some of our new citizens within the trade organization called Open Exchange Network have been working on a settlement project recently.
Yeah, as you can see, we have been busy building on this island recently. What you see behind me is my wonderful new house, and we had just had a party barbecue to celebrate its completion when the attack happened, which I sent you the footage from. You know, we were just having a good time. We enjoyed the view, had some good food, enjoyed the pool when there was suddenly that loud siren going off. Then we saw all these signals in orbit, and not long after there was drones coming from everywhere. We were completely surprised by that attack. I didn't have any guns in my house, only drinks, so we could only take cover when these things came to shoot at us. And then they went for the ships, which me and my friends had landed a few kilometers away. My ship was also completely unarmed, but they still shot at it. And they used rockets as well, against civilian ships. But then I looked up and saw an FPU corvette coming to our aid. It shot down those things very quickly. That was the moment when I grabbed my only available gun from my ship and started helping that FPU ship. But yeah, if you are drunk you can't aim well. But either way, I am thankful for the help from FPU. They responded fairly quickly. I was happy to see that corvette patrolling around our location. The house and the ship can be repaired. Much more importantly, no one was hurt. And guess what? We will now work on fighting back. We definitely stand with the FPU.
And with these well-said words, I think we can end our current broadcast. We will of course keep you updated on new developments. Until then, the government asks you to avoid being outside and to stay within the structures where you are at the moment. My name is Jessica Norton, and this is World Update News. Stay safe everyone and have a good night.